Pine trees ain't the only things being planted in the ground. I'm come home, you're left behind. I'm come home, you're left behind.
I'm still. Welcome to the Voice of Harrisburg. And I'm your host, Will Scoggins. And it says we've been broadcasting almost 5 minutes, and I don't quite believe that. But anyway, what we heard just then, if you could hear that, was the Seneca Indian funeral chant. And I thought it only appropriate that we start the show with the Seneca Indian funeral chant, given the state of the world this week, for especially the pop music world, with the loss of Dick Clark, Levon Helm, Jonathan Frid, and I believe, if I get this man's name wrong, I apologize. I believe his name was George Ham from Men at Work. So let's get into a little bit more happier tunes, and we're going to have a pretty cool evening, even though things have kind of gotten off to a slow start. So let's listen to, let's see, this is Dr. Frankenstein, Theme for a Mad Thinker. Okay, that was Dr. Frankenstein, theme for a mad thinker, and I think we should dedicate maybe that one to Jonathan Frid. You may not know Jonathan Frid. He played Barnabas Collins on the wonderful show called Dark Shadows, which ran from about 1964-ish, I think, to 1970-ish. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. You listen to the Voice of Harrisburg. Had a busy day today. Been on the road all day. Went to see the new Three Stooges movie. I can recommend it as a Stooge fanatic. I highly recommend it. If not for several, not for the whole thing, then for the scene where Moe makes Snooky from that horrible show about them people in Jersey. He makes Snooky bang her head on the table, and various eye pokes and slaps, and you got to hand it to the whole cast. They did a great job, and that's coming from a Stooge fanatic, so I can recommend it. Yes, we talked about death. We started off with the theme of death from, because Dick Clark passed away this week, and Levon Helm from the band. Apparently, Levon's throat cancer came back. And I truly, truly, truly wished I had been able to see him in Winder, Georgia in 1997 or 98. I didn't get a chance to, and I sorely regret it. So we're going to play some kind of Americana tonight. And let's see. Let's jump on the bandwagon with Shake That Little Foot, and I'm going to see if I can find Scotland the Brave. Let me look that up real quick. Here we go. Okay, that was Shake That Little Foot with Scotland the Brave, and we'll be playing stuff like that tonight. Strange and unusual stuff, and we're going to be playing some Americana and some rock and roll and some everything we can think of. Let's go to Johnny Barber and the Living Deads with a song called Blackout Snow White.
draw at the watering hole. The queen clearly saw the snow. How'd it go? So that queen knows you're hot. You're the contender for her spot. She's decided you've got to go. Look out, girl, don't be run on the snow. Black out. Snow White, black out. Snow White, black out. Snow White. So the evil queen tried to tie her with lace. Tied it so tight she went blue in the face. Then along came 7 rockin' hoods.
Sent by the gang from the neighborhood.
So the queen left for her a poison comb to run through her hair when she got home. Come on, girl, don't take the bait. We'll rescue you. It's not too late. Snow that queen knows you're hot. You're the contender for her spot. She's decided you've got to go. Look out, girl, don't be run on the snow. Back up. Snow White, black out. Snow White, black out. Snow White. Here's an apple just for you. It's free and it's sweet. It's from guess who? The bite she took got her at last. They laid her in a coffin made of glass. With a prince's kiss, she awoke, smiled at him, and then she spoke. Magic mirror on the wall.
Sent me a prince about 6 feet tall.
After the attempts of the evil queen failed, they tied her in chains and had her jailed. Now she has to dwell in a cold, dark place, dance there in chains while Snow plays the bass. Snow plays bass. Snow plays bass.
A bit of groove and rockabilly there for you for Johnny Barber and the Living Deads. I'm afraid I misspelled that on Facebook when I did the update. Sorry about that. Yesterday was what? All you pot smokers out there, you forgot. It was 4/20/12. And yesterday was the day you're supposed to smoke all that pot. And you know what today is? Surprise drug test day. Fuckers. Thought you got away with it, didn't you? Anyway, I hope everybody had a good 420 if that's what you like to do. And speaking of cool stuff, today is also record store day. And I made a couple of purchases. Well, I went to Athens today to take my daughter and my son-in-law to see the new Three Stooges movie. And because you got to go with Stooge fans. You know, you can't just take anybody. So luckily I got a daughter that's, a little nuts. She's one of those rare women who actually like the Stooges. I think all women really like the Stooges, but they just don't like to admit it. Anyway, what did we find on record day? Record store day. Uh-oh. Hate to show you. This is actually not mine. I bought this for my wife. Ain't that nice? It's a David Bowie Starman 45, but it's in a metal box, and it was the last one, and it comes with a nice booklet, and I think we'll leave it sealed. It's really kind of cool. And for me, I bought. Well, let's see, where can you see Bob there? The Bob Dylan box set of 45s. Original reissued, of course, but picture sleeves of Subterranean Homesick Blues, Like a Rolling Stone, Positively 4th Street, and Can You Please Crawl Out Your Window. That is what the box set itself is called. Can You Please Crawl Out Your Window? And actually, Can You Please Crawl Out Your Window is pretty hard to find. I think it even came out in the 60s on red vinyl. I'm not sure if this one's on red vinyl or not, but it's only available on Record Store Day, which was today. So hopefully we'll have some. They only supposed to, I got the last one of each from Wuck Street, and so I hope everybody had a good record store day and buy vinyl all the time. I mean, you need CDs, but you need vinyl too. You can't live without vinyl. Let's see if we can get back into the spirit of the thing. This is I'm trying to find this one here. Find the real name of it. It's Spade Cooley, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Okay.
You better do it now. Better do it now. Or there ain't gonna be no after while. You better find a way. Better find a way. Don't you dare delay. Don't you dare delay. Or there ain't gonna be no after while. Your love, my love, must be true. So let's go find a preacher and say I do, I do. You better do it now. 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 Or there ain't gonna be no after while. Now the early bird gets the worm, only a fool waits his turn. Don't look back at the past, take it now because it might not last. You better do it now, you better do it now, cause it might not be no doggone after a while.
Okay, that was Spade Cooley and the Western Swing Dance Gang. You better do it now. Yep, we better do it now. We ain't got no tomorrow. So anyway, you're listening to the voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and you're tuned in here for an hour or so of pulchritude and despair, brought to you live each week from the bunker, in the secret bunker. It's like the secret garden. Nobody tells you where it is. Anyway, let's see. Let's get back into the music here with, this is one of my favorite bands. This is the Dalai Lama. Wait a minute. Let me figure the name of this thing out first before I tell you. Dalai Lama Rama Fa Fa Fa, You Make Me Crazy. Sitters. That was the Dalai Lama Rama Fa Fa Fa, You Make Me Crazy. I think that was the song Levon wanted to sing to Martin Scorsese and Robbie Robertson when they made The Last Waltz. Go read his biography, or his autobiography, This Wheel's on Fire. He did not like Robbie Robertson worth a damn especially after that movie. And you could tell he looked pissed off throughout the movie. And so, yeah, read it. I think they had I don't know if they were made up or not, but it's supposedly Robbie Robertson went to see him before he died. So anyway, let's listen to a little bit of try some Captain Keenan. Let me see what I got by Captain Keenan here. This is Time Warp.
Time warp in the tent. The night came and went without so much as a fucking word. Motion repeated, emotion depleted. Head hits rubber pillow, bounces back to greet the day. Shuffling robots, elbowing our way to the food trough. As hungry as we are, seems every meal is the same. And I stuff my mouth faster than I think of the splendor, the forest, the tender and silent understanding in our faces in the van ride home. And rolling and smoking, my brother's the best for joking and knowing when too much is just what you need. Crazy, crazy, repeat, crazy, nothing to do but eat, sleep, smoke shit, 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 eat, sleep, smoke shit. Trees ain't the only things being planted in the ground. I'm come home, your
Okay, that was Captain Keenan with Time Warp. Um, yes, you're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and you're tuned in for an hour of pulchritude and despair. And don't despair, cause we're here, and we got a 28 more minutes or so to go. And let's see, what are we talking about today? Like I said, had a large road trip today. There's a place up in let me get my notes out, because I have to have notes these days. Up in Crawford, Georgia, called Alon's Private Club. It's just called Alon's, but it's kind of a private club. But if you pay the ridiculously low membership fee, you can be a member. And it's along there before you get to the traffic light. If you're going toward Athens, it'll be on your left, and it's got great big purple columns near the road, so you can't miss it. It's going to have giant chess pieces out there. Some artists did some chess pieces that are going to be prominent when it gets open. It's open now, but it's not fully got all the chess pieces and everything out. And he serves food on Friday and Saturday nights, and Sunday brunch. So it's only open on the weekends, and so you need to stop by there. And probably in the evenings it's open. Let's see. Let's go back to the past with Reverend Gary Davis. Okay, that was the Reverend Gary Davis and the Improvisation Blues in A. And you listen to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, the worn out Will Scoggins, who is longing for his bed. But anyway, we were talking about Alon's Private Club, and you need to go check that out on the weekends. Sunday brunch is good to me. But I'm not driving up there this weekend. It was nice to visit, and I should go back sometime. There is dinner served, so any place there's food and drinks, I will be there. Anyway, gotta recommend Copper Creek Brewery in Athens. Went over and had the Irish Stout today, and I would still be sitting there drinking Irish Stout if I had not had to drive home. Could sit and drink it all day. it's just wonderful stuff. And it's not like the Mackinson Stout, and it's not like the Guinness. It's more toward the Guinness side than the Mackinson side. If you know anything about Irish stouts, you know Mackinson Stout is a sweet stout, and they're kind of polar opposites. Guinness is on the very dry side, and Maxinson's on the sweeter side, just like wine. Copper Creek Irish Stout, somewhere not the middle, leaning toward Guinness, and it'll cure what ails you. Let's see. Let's listen to Poke Miller, and let me see. Poke Miller and his Old South Quartet. What a time!
Jesus, Jesus, stand by me and help me, Jesus, if you please. And I take carried angels, what a time. Jesus, Jesus, stand by me and help me, Jesus, if you please. And I take carried angels, what a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, when I take carried angels, what a time. Jesus, Jesus, stand by me and keep the devil away from me. That I can carry the angels, what a time. Jesus, Jesus, stand by me and keep the devil away from me. That I can carry the angels, what a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, take carry the angels, what a time. The devil always on my track. Big Brother Gable, drive him back. Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. The devil, I'm always on my track. Big Brother Gable, drive him back. Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Look up yonder, what I see, the band of angels after me. Well, the Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Lord, look up yonder, what I see, the band of angels after me. Well, the Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, the Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. We're up yonder in the middle of the air. That's where my Jesus Christ, sure I'm out. Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. We're up yonder in the middle of the air. That's where my Jesus Christ, sure I'm out. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Come along, sisters, one and all. Sure you're going to hear Brother Gable's call. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Lord, come along, sisters, one and all. I know you're going to hear Brother Gable's call. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Shout on, sisters, know you're free. Jesus Christ done for liberty. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. Shout on, my sisters, know you're free. Jesus Christ done for liberty. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time. Lord, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. But if you all watch out like me, got to come and join my jubilee. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. But if you all watch out like me, got to come and join my jubilee. Well, Big Rabbit Angel, what a time. What a time. What a time. What a time.
Polk Miller and his Old South Quartet. What a time. What a time. Anyway, you're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg, and I'm your host, Will Scoggins, and we're dedicating this show to the departed, the long departed Dick Clark, George Ham, Levon Helm, and Jonathan Frid. And anyway, we got a 15 or so minutes left. Let's hear Bonaparte's Retreat from Shake That Little Foot.
Mike Iser to tell us about one of his favorite girlfriends. What you gonna do, Mike?
Well, this is a song we get a lot of requests for. It's a song that addresses the age-old subject of love and food, called Cornbread Salad.
Yes, well, boy.
When a gal is by himself, he's always out a-looking for some gal that looks real sweet and really knows her cooking. Every morning she will fix a plate of sliced tomatoes, biscuits, eggs, and country ham, and a heap of fried potatoes. The other night I met a gal, she set my heart a-twitter when she told me she knew how to make a great corn fritter. I told her I can't eat no more because I'm getting fatter. Minutes later I forgot with bacon on the platter. Cornbread Sally, you're so darn good looking.
Sing.
Is it love at first sight or is it just your cooking? When I'm standing by the stove, it sets my nose a twitching. I wish the wedding ceremony would happen in the kitchen. Cornbread Sally, you make my heart flutter. When I smell that cornbread all covered up in butter. Cornbread Sally, when that skillet full of cornbread's done, you're Martha White and Betty Crocker all rolled into one. Well, Cornbread Sally, you know you're the best I've ever seen. When it comes to black-eyed peas, ham hocks, and turnip greens, you're as sweet as you can be, so gentle and so kind. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're always on my mind. Well, the other night I dreamed of Sally, oh, my heart was a-ticking. In the dream she brought to me a plate of her fried chicken. I buy a ring, we'll settle down, now here's one final thought. A girl for you, a boy for me, we'll call him Tater Tot. Cornbread Sally, you're so darn good looking. Is it love at first sight or is it just your cooking? When I'm standing by the stove, it sets my nose a twitching. I wish the wedding ceremony would take place in the kitchen. Cornbread Sally, you make my heart flutter. When I smell that cornbread all covered up in butter. Cornbread Sally, when that skillet full of cornbread's done, you're Martha White and Betty Crocker all rolled into one.
Yes, or Cornbread Sally.
together we'll all come back home. And I know,
What do you know?
I know together we'll all come back home. Would you pick me up, throw me in the river and wait a while? Then you'd fish me up, make a bit of fire and hold me tight. And I know,
What do you know?
I know together we'll all come back home. And I know,
What do you know?
I know together we'll all come back home. We'll all come back home, 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 home. Everything will go my way, even if it isn't that. We will find another better way. It has come and it is gone. I know,
What do you know?
I know together we'll all come back home. And I know,
What do you know?
I know together we'll all come back home. We'll all come back home. We'll come home. We'll all come back home. We'll come home.
Hello. There we are. Somehow we lost voice control for a moment. Anyway, that was Uditur from Iceland and a song called Fisherman's Friend. And I believe they are Iceland's coolest export as of now. I think they are fixing to tour Canada, if I'm not mistaken. So our friends up in Canada, all 3 or 4 of them, can catch Udatura if they come around. And they should be very, very interesting to see live. I think there's like 10 or 12 of them in the band. I don't know, maybe not 10 or 12, but there's a lot of them in there. And anyway, we got about 2 minutes left, and we're going to go hear the Simple Carnival, Caitlin's on the Beach.
Surf's up, it's turn. Who's she? They'll learn. Caitlin's on the beach. Whoa, Caitlin's on the beach. There is no doubt she's what it's all about. Caitlin's on the beach. Whoa, Caitlin's on the beach. All the boys are asking where she came from and how did we ignore. We don't know why, we never noticed her before. They'll try to cheat, but no one can compete. Caitlin's on the beach. Whoa, Caitlin's on the beach. Caitlin, whoa, Caitlin. All the boys are asking where she came from and how did we ignore. We don't know why, we never noticed her before. And then she'll go, I win. Now they know Caitlin's on the beach. Whoa, Caitlin's on the beach. Caitlin, whoa, Caitlin,
Okay. I didn't pay attention to the VU meters over there on the side, and I don't think we had our reading of Charles Bukowski. I read something else, but I will read a total something else now, since you didn't hear it last time. This one is called $5. I am dying of sadness and alcohol, he said to me over the bottle on a soft Thursday afternoon in an old hotel room by the depot. I have, he went on, betrayed myself with belief, deluded myself with love, tricked myself with sex. The bottle is damn faithful, he said. The bottle will not lie. Meat is cut as roses are cut. Men die as dogs die. Love dies like dogs die, he said. Listen, Ronnie, I said, lend me $5. Love needs too much help, he said. Hate takes care of itself. Just $5, Ronnie. Hate contains truth. Beauty is a facade. I'll pay you back in a week. Stick with the thorn. Stick with the bottle. Stick with the voices of old men in hotel rooms. I ain't had a decent meal, Ronnie, for a couple of days. Stick with the laughter and the horror of death. Keep the butterfat out. Get lean. Get ready. Something in my gut, Ronnie. I'll be able to face it. To die alone and ready, unsurprised. That's the trick. Ronnie, listen. That majestic weeping you hear will not be for us. I suppose not, Ronnie. The lies of centuries, the lies of love, the lies of Socrates and Blake and Christ will be your bedmates and tombstones in a death that will never end. Ronnie, my poems just came back from the New York Quarterly. That is why they weep without knowing. Is that what all the noise is? I said. My God, shit. That was $5 by Charles Bukowski. Anyway, we're getting close to the end here. We're actually over time, but they don't find us if we're over time. You're listening to the Voice of Harrisburg. I'm your host, Will Scoggins. Let's do one more song, and I got to call it a night because I am tired. I've been all over the state today, and I think I'm going to sleep in the morning, so don't call my house. Let's go out on an up note here. The Raining Sound.
Don't you think that the millions are getting tired of being governed by so few? They send you out to fight the war while they stay home to control you. The big guys do what they want to, making laws to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better step out for me, yeah. Look at the mountains, baby, look at the trees. Look at the birds up in the sky, ain't they free? Look at the fishes in the deep blue sea. And then, won't you please tell me why the big guys do what they want to? Making laws to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better step out for me, yeah. Oh yeah, Don't you think that the millions are getting tired of being governed by so few? They send you out to fight the war while they stay home to control you. The big guys do what they want to, making laws to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better stick up for me, yeah. All right. Look at the mountains, baby. Look at the trees. Look at the birds up in the sky. Ain't they free? Look at the fishes in the deep blue sea. And then, won't you please tell me why the big guys do what they want to? They can lost to control you. I'm a man, you better set me free. Someone up there better step up for me, yeah. Oh yeah, someone up there better stick up for me. Someone up there better stick up for me. Someone up there better stick up for me.
Okay, that was Raining Sound. I think we heard Raining Sound. Stick up for me. I think I'm fixing to hit the sack, folks. Had a big day. Can recommend the Three Stooges movie, especially if you're a stooge like me. You need to see it just to say you did. Thank God it was record store day today. Bought some cool stuff. All you people from 420 who had a good time, today is also a surprise drug test day. Surprise! Anyway, hope you got surprised by that. This little box set I bought, I'm going to show this box set off again. The Bob Dylan box set. Can You Please Crawl Out Your Window? And 4 limited edition singles reissued in their original picture sleeves from the 60s. And anyway, I'm mucho proud of it. And we are looking forward to, in the days and weeks to come, new material from Radio Tahiti. There is a film in the works for the Sprocket Festival. I don't know exactly when the Sprocket Festival is, but I'll let you know when it comes. It's in Athens, and there's a video coming out. There's a rough draft on YouTube under Radio Tahiti, if you go put that in, and I had the link, but I'll have to give it to you next time. And there's a single coming out sometime soon. So, new Radio Tahiti news as soon as we get the official cheat sheet. Got to have my cheat sheet. And I'm glad you all listened to the Voice of Harrisburg this week. And seems like Sprocket is the week of Athfest. So we'll let you know more about that as it comes available. And thanks for listening, and good night.